it's not just a square peg, square hole. It's also not all your eggs in one basket, right? So it may make sense for some people with a portion of your money, but because of the things that you just listed with surrender charges, liquidity issues, taking your entire 401k and rolling it into annuity is probably not going to be the best option.
So we always get into top questions from clients. So I had this one the other day, and I wanted to bring it up, and we won't get into every little detail of what could happen, but seminars. So seminars for annuities, life insurance. Annuities, life insurance, they're both insurance products. Is it a good idea? These things always sound really good. I'll tell you this. The first thing is trade-offs. Again, there is no magic product. If there was one product that was the best thing for everybody, that's what we would do for everybody. I mean, it's simple, right? But in this particular case, they have one product. They say it's the best for everybody. And it's the difference between ongoing financial management and really understanding somebody's situation and continuing to react to it over a long period of time, and a product sale. And, buying a car is a product sale. You buy the car, you drive off the lot, you got it. Now, you can go back and get maintenance on it and pay more and, do other things, but that's a product sale. So anything from an insurance company is a product sale.
I think a tell on that, too, if anyone ever went to one of these dinners, why are they offering the exact same investment to the 35-year-old and the 75-year-old without even asking them
it's the best.
What's going on?
It's the best for everybody.
Everybody knows it's the best.
That's a little hammer in the nail thing, right?
And the thing is that, just right off the bat, again, we don't have to dissect every product. There is no great magic product. So I don't care what they say, whether it's universal, variable, tax deferred, borrow from your own money, they're on and on and on, all these benefits. There's always drawbacks. The first drawback is they're expensive. And whether you know that or not, insurance costs money. So they have to have an expense built in for the case that you actually pass away. So right there, they're more expensive than a like product outside of an insurance product. Then there's other downsides as well that typically aren't brought up. Like I said, I just mentioned expense. Anything inside like an annuity product would be ordinary income versus capital gains. It's also last in, first out. So you build up all this money in annuity where you defer tax. Well, when you take it out, it's ordinary income, and you get all the growth out first. You don't get to take any of the basis out. So it's all taxable until you get back to your original investment. You got surrender charges. So again, this is the difference between product sale and management, right? So the agent is selling the product. The insurance company receives the proceeds. That's who you get the product from. But the agent gets paid. And you may not know it, but the agent gets paid from the insurance company. Well, the insurance company is not going to pay the agent and then let you just walk away and say, hey, I didn't like this product like 6 months or a year later and basically be out money. Insurance companies don't exist to lose money. They're actually very, very good at making money. Mm-hmm. So there's surrender charges. And the surrender charges are basically what the insurance company paid the agent to sell you the product. So again, listen, me personally, I would never go to a seminar and buy something from a seminar. But if you are going to those and you are listening to them, not that there's not positive things about those products. And in some situations, maybe it could make sense for a client.
Well, full disclaimer too, we're licensed to sell these, so we're not talking against them because it's competition in that sense. I mean, we can do them too. It's a very square peg, square hole.
I sat in front of a client or a potential client the other day and just said very plainly, because this is how we are, we can sell these. I'm not going to sell it to you. Just straight up, I'm not going to do it because it's not right for you. And number one, it's liability, but just conscience and morals. I'm not doing it. Like, they've told you how great this is. It's not the right thing for you. It gave him, a couple of reasons why, and he appreciated it. It wasn't that, wasn't a lot of pushback, but it's like, we don't have a giant hammer running around hitting everybody over the head. Everything's a nail.
Along those lines though, too, I think the biggest difference too is when you go to these seminars, you're targeting people that are retiring or recently retired, and it's an all or none approach. So
for sure,
it's not just a square peg, square hole. It's also not all your eggs in one basket, right? So it may make sense for some people with a portion of your money, but because of the things that you just listed with surrender charges, liquidity issues, taking your entire 401k and rolling it into annuity is probably not going to be the best option for you.
It can be a great option. It just has to be the perfect option to fit in with the rest
Perfect
of the plan.
situation. Yeah.
It has to be, because like you said, if everybody just, this is the one thing to do, okay, everybody just does the one thing and we're all set. But you give up so much that and Adam says this all the time, you don't realize how important a couple of those factors are until you need to get money out of it.
Yeah.
And you have no access to it. And then to be fair, in this particular client's case, they had a massive amount of guaranteed income, pension income, all kinds of different things. And the last thing they needed to do was lock up the last bit of money that they had liquidity with and throw it into another insurance policy, so they have no liquidity anywhere in their plan. Mm-hmm. And that was why I think you came down so hard on it, because it makes zero sense in that particular case. Now, if you had somebody else who wanted more, wanted to have guaranteed income, didn't have much guaranteed income, and they're trying to set up a stream of payments, maybe you can make some of these things make sense for sure. But they're not a fix-all. And
that goes back to, like you said, if
that,
you're sitting in
that particular situation was terrible.
Sitting in a room with 30, 35 people, all different ages, all different lifestyles, all different financial situations, and you got one solution.
But they all got the filet mignon.
Yeah, true.
They did get the filet mignon.
Open bar, too.
Well, the biggest thing, I think we've said this before, too. Insurance, and I will say this till the day I die, insurance is for insurance. I've never bought an insurance policy in my life that I hope to use. If you're buying insurance and hoping to use it, you're not looking at it the right way. I don't buy car insurance and hope to wreck my car and have to use a car insurance or home insurance. It's surely not life insurance. So if you're buying life insurance thinking it's an investment, you could do just as good. You could do better outside the insurance product. So insurance is for insurance. If you have something to protect, it serves a purpose. It could be for estate tax planning. There's lots of reasons to have insurance, just not as, I'm going to use I'm going to use this money as an investment. I'm going to put it in an insurance policy. Just doesn't make sense.